Good afternoon everybody, it's Wednesday today. It's not Tomato Tuesday, it's Wednesday the 21st of April, and I'm showing you how to plant tomatoes in halos in the greenhouse. These were actually sown 5 weeks ago today, 35 days ago, indoors, 17th of March. So these are olive-aid, you can see on the ticket there. These are a lovely plum tomato with great flavour and flesh, which I really like. So I'm planting these out in halos today. I've already got a couple in here, as you can see, planted up, and I'm going to show you the rest of the row, and also how I'm going to cover them up because of the cold night still, to get them growing away safely. So I use these halos, they extend the growing, they enable watering. You can actually go away for the weekend and fill these up with water and not worry about your tomatoes getting dried out. So what we do, I use these extra deep fill giant tomato planters from Levington. They're the Tomarite ones, and they just go really well on this concrete floor in here in the large greenhouse. So we plonk these into the grow bag, push them down through because they've got spikes in the bottom. This will make holes. Pop this back out again. We can see we've got the 6 holes here, so we just whip in with a pair of scissors. Like so. Cut out the hole, and you can see the grow bag there is fairly lumpy, so I just use a little garden fork just to loosen it to allow the roots to go down into it when they do. Okay, so once that's done, what I've done, by the way, with these grow bags is I've punctured the bottom, so although they're in trays, any stagnant water can actually go right through and not line the bottom of the bag, which would not be helpful. So pop these back in to where we were, like so. What we're going to do is, I have a little collar here which I use. What we don't want to get is soil in here. It doesn't really matter if you do, but I like to keep it clean. So I just pop this little collar, just cut out of a piece of cardboard, into here, and behind me I've got some compost. This is Moorland Gold. So what I'm going to do here is pop some compost into this hole here. This is what the tomato will make its original roots in, and then it will grow into the bag afterwards. So a reasonable amount of soil going in here, potting soil, potting compost, depending which part of the world you're from. And I'm just going to pop one of these out from here. You can see these olive-aids very well rooted, ready to go in. Pop this one in here, and then keeping the collar on, I'm just going to put some more compost in to fill up to the cotyledons. They're the seed leaves. Those of you not sure or don't remember your botany, tomatoes and most broadleaf plants have 2 seed leaves. They're called dicotyledons, and single grasses, sweet corn and alliums and so forth, have 1 seed leaf, which are called monocotyledons. So just how herbicide works. That's why they can spray a field of sweet corn for broadleaf weeds, because they act on the dicots, not the monocots. Anyway, I digress. So there is the plant all planted in. All I need to do now is pop a drop of water in. I'm watering straight into the area where I've just sown. There's 3 here I've done for an example. Okay, I'll probably water them again tomorrow, but I'll just settle them in tonight. And now what I want to do here, because of the cold nights we're still receiving, not great, I've got some canes here. You can grow these up canes. I actually grow these up strings. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a cane into each hole here. I'm going to get some fleece. You can use these wire or fibre rods or whatever. But I've just got some fleece here. I'm going to tidy this up in a minute. But just to give you an idea, we can just fold the fleece over the plants. We can tuck it down the back of the wire if we need to. And then those plants there will be served perfectly safe and warm at night. Take the fleece off by day. Those tomatoes will start to grow away, and as and when we've got the strings here to tie them onto in a couple of weeks' time. So what I do with these halos is that I water the plants direct into the middle of the halos for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then once they're established and start to grow away, I can then actually water into the outer ring where the holes are, where the water will seep through gradually. And so if you're going away for a couple of days, you can fill these right to the top with water, and they'll take a couple of days to seep into the grow bag behind. So if you've got any questions about growing tomatoes in grow bags using halos, give me a shout. Happy to help. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your gardening.